Hi everyone, and welcome to your NMOneSource 2.0 training webinar. My name is Emma Elliott. I'm Director of Customer Success at Lexum, the company that has developed the Decisia and Query software behind NMOneSource 2.0. It's a real pleasure to be able to present New Mexico's new legal publishing platform to you, so thanks for being here. The objectives for today's webinar are to show you how easy it is to find content with NMOneSource 2.0 and introduce you to some cool new features you'll have access to. The New Mexico Compilation Commission has purchased a few additional features for power users among New Mexico's legal professionals. These features will become available on May 1 and be demonstrated thereafter. Amongst these features is Lexbox, a tool that lets you save a search query, set up an alert for new content that matches it, and much more. Look for an announcement of a Lexbox mini video in May. To preclude unauthorized public use at this pre-release stage, the URL to the NMOneSource 2.0 demo site has been provided to you in the important announcement for NMOneSource.com subscribers you received on March 18. You can use this URL on your desktop to test out the desktop version of the new platform, or on a mobile device to test out the mobile version of the platform. It's as simple as that. Based on user feedback, a mobile mini video may be made available. To access NMOneSource 2.0 on May 1, simply go to the familiar nmonesource.com and bookmark it. You also received a link in the March 18 announcement that will bring you to the New Mexico Compilation Commission's new agency website. You'll be able to access this new agency website at the habitual nmcompcom.us as of May 1. You can access NMOneSource 2.0 from the new agency website on the Search Laws page. Before May 1, the View Site link will bring you to the demo site. On May 1, you'll be brought to nmonesource.com. So let's begin. I'm going to access the demo site from the March 18 announcement. This brings me to the NMOneSource 2.0 homepage, powered by Decisia. Before getting into the specifics of your content, I want to bring to your attention the following two things. First of all, the behavior you should expect when clicking on the different links you'll find on NMOneSource 2.0. Links in Query and Decisia will open in the browser tab you're currently using when you click them. So for example, if I click on the Help page, it won't open in a new browser tab. I'll instead remain in the same browser tab as the home page I'm consulting. If you prefer to have a link open in a new browser tab, simply place your cursor over the link, right-click with your mouse, and select Open Link in a new tab. Secondly, if you prefer to use the default behavior and have your links open in the same tab, it's extremely easy with Decisia and Query to navigate back and forth between the different pages you're consulting, as well as get back to the home page. You'll see me do this repeatedly during the training webinar. At all times, you can easily get back to the Decisia homepage thanks to a home link that's visible in the Decisia header and footer, the query header that we'll see a little bit later, and in the Decisia breadcrumb that appears whenever you navigate away from the homepage. You can also use your browser's back button to get back to a page you've accessed previously. You can use a simple click to get back to the previous page, or click and hold down the back button and select a previous page from the list provided. Now let's get started with the specifics of your NMOneSource 2.0 demo site. To know exactly what content you have access to on the site, consult the scope of coverage page that you can access via the Decisia header or footer. Notice that the look of the interface has changed. This is because we're now in Query. You'll also notice just how expansive the content of the demo site is. What's particularly exciting is the inclusion on NMOneSource 2.0 of all types of court opinions, such as reported Supreme Court and Court of Appeals opinions from 1852 until January 2019, and slip opinions as of May 1. Let's head back to the homepage to see how all of this content is organized. I could use Chrome's back button, but I'm going to use the home link in the query header instead. The content published on NMOneSource 2.0 is divided into two main databases: Appellate Court Opinions and Laws and Court Rules. This division will be obvious on the advanced search page as well. Each of these databases contains a variety of different collections. Within Appellate Court Opinions, you'll find all types of court opinions divided into two collections: Supreme Court of New Mexico and Court of Appeals of New Mexico. When you browse either of these collections, by date, by case name, official citation, or NM report citation, the types of opinion will be clearly visible in the list view of decisions. It's possible to search for all or only one opinion type via the advanced search. So for example, if I am in the Appellate Court Opinions search tab and I show more fields, I can search only for reported opinions by choosing the corresponding opinion type and launching a search by hitting enter or clicking on the search button. Here I can see that the database contains 24,438 reported opinions. I can refine my search further by specifying, for example, that I want to consult only those reported opinions that involve the Attorney General as a party by typing in Attorney General in the parties field. And launching a new search. By default, search results are sorted by relevance, but I can choose to sort them by date instead. This will list the decisions from most to least recent. With a single click, I can also choose to display a collapsed view of my list of search results, and then expand individual search results or the full list. To print out my list of results, I can use the print link that is visible on every Decisia page. We recommend that you always use this link instead of the print functionality that's offered through your browser. Speaking of browsers, note that NMOneSource 2.0 is supported by the most recent versions of Chrome, Firefox, and Safari Mobile, as well as Internet Explorer 11. As a best practice, do make sure to keep your browsers up to date. Now, this bit is important. Decisia's search results are displayed using infinite scroll, meaning that not all of the search results are loaded by the web page at once. Loading only 25 search results at a time makes the advanced search page very quick, and it makes scrolling through the results really smooth. The effect this has on the printout of your search results is that your browser can only print out those results that it's loaded. If I print out my list before having loaded all of the search results, my printout will be incomplete. Here you can see that I only have the first 25 results in my printout. To print out a full list of search results, first load all of the search results by scrolling through them. I can get back to the top of the page by scrolling or using the page up key, and then I'll print. I now have a full list of search results. Now, let's head into an opinion to get to know the useful and easy to use features you now have access to. I'm going to use Faber versus King. Just as a reminder, I can open the decision in a separate tab by using Open Link in New Tab, or I can simply click on the result to open in the same tab. At the top of every opinion, you'll see a gray metadata box. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the term metadata, it simply refers to a set of data that describes and gives information about other data. In our context, metadata refers to information such as the case name, the date, and the official citation that describe the opinion. Thanks to this metadata, you can search the database more precisely. As of May 1, expect to see case history alerts included in this gray metadata box, as you can see in the current example. If you're looking to print out an opinion, you have two simple options. The first is to download the PDF version of the opinion. This is a great choice if you want to consult the opinion offline later. Use the PDF icon in the gray metadata box. Depending on your workstation, the PDF may download automatically or open in a new browser tab where you can then download it onto your workstation. Please note that the New Mexico Compilation Commission's seal is not visible when an opinion's authenticated PDF is displayed with the Firefox browser. This is an issue with Firefox and not with the seal itself. Once you download the opinion and use your habitual PDF viewer to view the PDF, you'll see that the seal is duly present. Your second option is to use the print link, which will print out the opinion's webpage, meaning that the gray metadata box will be included in the printout. I can send the request directly to my printer, or use the Save as PDF option to consult the document offline or print it later. Within the body of the opinion, you'll see citator links displayed in red. These allow you to access cited references with a single click. The counterpart to the citator links is the citation section that can be expanded or collapsed at the top of the opinion. This section conveniently contains links to all of the documents that are cited throughout the opinion. You'll also notice that every document in the citation section has a Citing Documents link next to it. These links will activate a search with NMOneSource's Note feature that we'll discuss towards the end of the webinar. Finally, one of the coolest new features is the copy-paste and hyperlinking feature. To use this feature, simply click on an opinion paragraph hyperlink. As you can see, the paragraph has been automatically selected for me, which makes it easy to copy and paste into a document I'm drafting. As you can also see, Decisia has generated a citable reference for the content, so I can use it for my footnotes. Someone using this URL will be scrolled directly to the paragraph you've cited. Now, let's address the Laws and Court Rules database. Within Laws and Court Rules, you'll find 9 different collections: current and historical NMSA, current and historical NMRA, session laws, constitutions, and so on and so forth. Regarding the current NMRA collection, please note that it's labeled 2018 because it's the collection that contains all the new rules that went into effect on December 31, 2018. It also happens to include new rules that went into effect in February 2019. Browsing a Laws and Court Rules collection can be done by date or by title. and most of the documents published in this database will be viewable in query. One of the easiest ways to access a statute when you know exactly what you're looking for is to enter the current NMSA, use the pagers to navigate the list of statutes, and locate the statute that interests me. If I want a copy of the full chapter for offline consultation, I can simply click on the PDF icon from the list view to download it. If I want to conveniently browse, search, and print out specific sections of the statute, I'll open the chapter in query. First off, now that I'm in query, I can drill down and scroll through the dynamic and retractable table of contents displayed in the left-hand menu. When I select a title from the table of contents, I'm automatically scrolled to that section of the document in the right-hand content pane. Conversely, if I scroll through the document in the right-hand content pane, the table of contents will automatically keep up, allowing me to know at a glance exactly where I'm situated in the document. It's important to note that every time a new title from the table of contents is selected, a new URL is recorded by your browser. When using the browser back button after having extensively consulted a document in query, one back click won't bring you back to the Decisia or query page you arrived from. You'll therefore want to use the home link to get back to the Decisia homepage, or click and hold down the back button to select a previous page from the list of options provided. Another one of Query's great features is its search bar that lets me search on the fly within a document. It's accessible via the Search tab. Query's search engine, which supports Boolean searching, allows you to easily search and find terms in each section of the document. In query, a document section corresponds to a table of content section. So for example, this is one document section because it constitutes a table of content entry, and this is another document section because it also constitutes a table of content section. The search bar will return one search result for every document section that matches the search terms. With query, if I search for more than one term without any Boolean operators, the search bar will behave in the same way as if I were using the OR operator. So in other words, if I'm interested in the sale of assets and I do a search with only the terms sale and assets, it's the same thing as searching for sale or assets. These 90 search results indicate that 90 document sections contain either the word sale or assets. Each search result clearly indicates the title of the document section and provides a contextual search snippet. I can scroll through my results in the Search tab, which by default are sorted by relevance. I can also choose to sort by document order. It's easy to continue refining my search results. If I replace the OR with an AND, I expect to get fewer results because I'm asking the search engine to return only those document sections that contain both the terms sale and assets. As expected, I'm now down to 19 document sections that contain both of the terms. Query also offers 3 proximity operators that make it possible to search for words or expressions that can be found in the same paragraph, sentence, or that are separated by a given number of words. These operators are, respectively, /p, /s, and /n for n number of words. If I go back to my sale of assets example, and I change and to /5, I once again expect to get fewer search results because now the search engine is looking for every document section that contains the terms sale and assets within 5 words of each other. This is more restrictive than having both terms found within a full document section, and as expected, I've gone from 19 to 11 results. When I select a search result from the left-hand pane, I'm automatically scrolled to the document section in the right-hand content pane. The search terms are highlighted to be highly visible. Once I've successfully located the content I'm interested in, there are a variety of ways that I can use it. First of all, I can cite the content using the hyperlink icon. So for example, if I want to cite section 53.15.2, I simply need to click on the hyperlink icon, copy the source, the citable source, head into my Word document, and insert a footnote. I can also embed this link into the document so that people reading the document will be able to click and scroll directly to the section I'm citing. As with opinions, I can access cited references with the citator links displayed in red throughout the document. Via the print menu, I can download the PDF or the EPUB of the full document for easy offline access. I can also print an entire document or a single item from the table of contents through my browser. And finally, I can also print out a pamphlet that doesn't contain annotations with the print multiple items from TOC print option. I'll know that it's activated when the checkbox is visible. As you can see, there's a new feature that's now displayed in the table of contents pane that allows me to select specific elements from the table of contents to print. So if I want to make a pamphlet for Article 15, I'll go ahead and select Article 15 and deactivate the annotation sections. I'll then click on Print Selected. And once again, I can either save as a PDF for consultation offline or to print later, or I can send the print job directly to my printer. To complete today's training, let's head back to Decisia to discuss the best ways of finding documents in NMOneSource 2.0's databases. On most Decisia pages, you can access a quick search bar. When you know the citation or exact title of the case, statute, or rule that you're looking for, this is the fastest way to find it. If I'm looking for Rule 11802 of the NMRA, I simply need to type in 11802, and the autocomplete will give me a suggestion that brings me directly to the rule. The same is true for official citations. If I type in 2017 NMSC 027, I have a suggestion that will bring me directly to the opinion I'm looking for. For searching on one or more fields, as I did earlier for reported opinions involving the Attorney General, I'm best to head straight to the advanced search. Much like Query, the Decisia search engine supports Boolean operators. You can find more information about this on the help page. For power users doing very complex searches, do take a few moments before getting started with the demo site to read up on the details of the supported search syntax and additional Boolean operators. For those of you doing more basic searches, today's training webinar will have you well on your way. The big difference between the search bar in Query and the Decisia search engine is the default behavior when searching without any Boolean operators. In Query, where I'm searching within a single document, by default, the search engine is trying to locate all document sections that contain either one search term or the other. In Decisia, where I'm searching throughout tens of thousands of documents, by default, the search engine is trying to locate all documents that contain my search terms. Technically speaking, this means that a search done without any Boolean operators in Decisia is like searching with the AND operator. In Query, as mentioned earlier, a search done without any Boolean operators is like a search with the OR operator. As well as the AND, OR, and proximity operators discussed earlier, Decisia's search engine also supports searching for a group of words with quotation marks and searching for an exact phrase. We'll test these out in a few moments. There are three main search fields that apply to all NMOneSource 2.0 databases. These fields are always visible in the advanced search. The first two search fields are for full text searching. The distinction between the two is that the first one searches within the body of all the documents published on NMOneSource 2.0, including annotations in the NMRA and NMSA, while the second one searches only within document titles, case names, citations, and section numbers. The second search field also offers autocomplete suggestions. The second search field is a concrete example of how metadata can improve searching. If I know an opinion's official citation or the exact statute I'm interested in, I'll get much better results using the second search field. So for example, if I search for Chapter 6 in the first full text field, I get a lot of results. This is because I've asked the search engine to find all documents that contain the terms chapter and 6. If I search instead in the second search field, first of all, I have the autocomplete that will bring me directly to the chapter. But if I launch a search, you can see that I have many fewer results. Now, please note that to access a specific NMSA section or a specific NMRA rule using the second search field, you must use the autocomplete suggestion provided. Otherwise, you won't get any results. So for example, if I'm looking for Chapter 5315 regarding sale of assets, I need to select this option here from the autocomplete because a full text search will return no results. Both databases offer some additional search fields like the date and opinion type that make it possible to refine your searches even more. Please be especially mindful of what collection you're searching in, as this will have a very large impact on what you find. Let's say I'm interested in estate planning and probate proceedings. I can try doing a search for these terms. I can see in the search snippets, or by selecting a decision and using the highlight feature to navigate all of the different terms that have been found, I'm not only finding the expression estate planning and probate proceedings, I'm finding every time the individual words estate, planning, probate, and proceedings are coming up. This is not what I was hoping for. I'm going to go back and refine my search. I'll use the quotation marks to search for a group of words. So in this case, I want to look for estate planning as an expression and probate proceedings as an expression. As you can see, I have a lot less results. When I look at my contextual search snippets, I can nonetheless see that I'm getting variations on the terms. I have estate plan instead of estate planning. The reason for this is because by default, the Decisia search engine uses stemming, meaning that it will return every search term and its expected variations, so plurals and other simple variations. To deactivate the stemming and make sure that I can look for only exact expressions, I need to use the exact Boolean operator. So I'll go ahead and add this operator to both of my expressions. So what I'm now asking the search engine to return are documents that only contain the exact expression estate planning, no variations, and the exact expression probate proceedings with no variations. Once again, I've gotten fewer results. And just as a reminder, this search, because I'm in Decisia, is the exact same thing as doing a search with the AND Boolean operator. On the other hand, if I use OR, now what I'm asking the search engine is to return all documents that contain either estate planning or probate proceedings. I should expect to get more documents, which is indeed the case. Finally, the NoteUp field. The NoteUp field is a quick way to access all of the documents citing a document of interest. To use the field, I have to input the case name, title, citation, or file number of my document of interest. I then need to select the correct autocomplete suggestion and launch a search. This search has returned all 491 documents that cite Chapter 6. 29 are in the Appellate Court Opinions database, and 462 are in the Laws and Court Rules database. A NoteUp search can also be launched by clicking on the Citing Documents link that I can find in the Advanced Search results, or that I can access in the Citation section at the top of an opinion. Clicking on Citing Documents next to this decision will launch a NoteUp search, identifying all documents in NMOneSource 2.0 that cite 1979 NMSC 044. And this, folks, concludes today's training webinar. If ever you have any questions, please write to us at nmonesource_support@lexim.com, which you can access via the Contact Us link. On my behalf, and on that of Lexim, thanks again for joining me. We really look forward to helping you quickly and efficiently transition from today's OneSource to 2.0.